I'm Shaun. I'm a fifth year at Ohio State studying logistics management in the College of Business. Um, I'm more of a social smoker. My first experience was at a party. I was already drinking, and a few of my friends went outside to smoke, and I didn't want to end the conversation there, so I decided that I'd join them and, choked on it a few times, but got the hang of it by the end of the night.
So, when was the last time you smoked?
Last night.
Do you ever smoke on campus?
I have never smoked on campus.
Would you smoke on campus?
Honestly, I feel like I wouldn't. To me, being on campus and smoking, there's so much pressure against not doing it that for me not having the pull that I need to, I don't see any benefit. It might engage in some great conversation on campus with that, but I'm comfortable staying there talking, not smoking with them at that point. The last 3 jobs I've had to ask people to put out their cigarettes. I currently work at the airport. Before that, I worked on campus as a bus driver. People have tried to smoke on my bus before. And before that, I worked at a restaurant that was in the process of going from a smoking section to a non-smoking section. So I'm really comfortable with how to handle that in a way that's not offending, but in that, hey, maybe you should take it somewhere else. Because, there's definitely those spots on campus where people are smoking right outside the door. People are walking in and out past, and you really never know who you might offend or who you might affect. And I think that since the university has taken this stance that, they've kind of said that we're not going to enforce it with tickets and policies, at least at this time, that they're kind of putting it on us as an honor system, I'd be comfortable asking people I felt that were causing a problem to take it elsewhere. Sometimes you can tell those people that are smoking right in front of the door, right in front of something, they don't realize that there's other people around them that are getting offended. And rather than waiting for someone else to explode and have their little moment, that you shouldn't be smoking here, you're causing secondhand smoke damage to me, and that whole back and forth, sometimes it's just easier to say, hey, you mind taking it around the corner, around the wall? There's some people over here that I can tell are not, getting a little offended, and, take 10 steps and we'll miss all the problem. I usually try to come up and not be the very first thing I say, hey, stop smoking, or put that out, or leave this area. Kind of start off with, hey man, how's it going today? Engage in a normal, welcoming conversation, and then say, that lady over there is looking a little bit offended that you're smoking right here. Do you mind just taking this conversation around the corner? Because if I engage in that conversation with them and kind of help move them, even if I only talk for them for 2 more seconds, I gave them a reason to come with me and leave the area. People don't like to be told what to do, but people will follow. I'd approach anyone. If I saw even one of my own professors, I wouldn't be ashamed of it, because again, it's, you're kind of looking at I think of myself as a problem solver, and when you see that happening on campus, there are people that see it as a problem, and I would rather, try to prevent that problem from happening and be like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this. You're on campus, you're in you're in an area where everyone can see you. You don't want the attention that this could bring if this became a bigger problem. Why don't you just, let's go talk over here, or let's put it out, or let's not do it right there in front of the doors. Because that seems to be one of, I think, the biggest problems. When I first moved to Ohio State, was noticing people smoking right outside of the library doors, or right outside of the building doors. And I understand it's cold and you want to go right back in, but you have all those people walking right back and forth through. And that was really causing the problem. When I started out at the branch campus, they tried to move the ashtrays farther from the buildings to try to pull those smokers away. It didn't solve the problem. They just threw the ashes out on the ground, created a new problem, littering. So to me, I think that they just need someone to remind them where their place is, that, let's take it somewhere else that's not causing the problem. Some people have said, smokers are scary. I don't think smokers are scary. They're just like you and me. I like to go out and have a drink. They like to go outside and have a smoke. I like to go out and have a drink at a bar or in a friend's home. I don't go out and have a drink in the middle of campus. So I think it's kind of that same mindset, that just reminding them, hey, there's a better place than where you're at right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.